3D comes back in with that serious, infectious, and dangerous. I find it contagious. But on that stage, I could have sworn he said contagious. I don't think I'm making that up. I mean, I could have just heard it wrong, but I thought he said contagious. Anyway, I just find that funny. Hey, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and I'm back for another reaction. Yeah, this one is a Ko-fi request from Arthur Woolwill. Arthur, longtime patron of my Ko-fi site. What is Ko-fi? Check it out down below. Actually, I really do hope you check it out because lately I've been getting a lot of requests to listen to this and listen to that. And I really do hope that you can check out the Ko-fi site because that is the best way for me to react to songs. I'm just getting too many requests. So if you go to my Ko-fi site and you make a donation, I guarantee that I'll react to your song request. So Arthur's requesting that I listen to Safe from Harm by Massive Attack. So I'm excited. Massive Attack, I've reacted to a few songs already from them. And I think I've liked every single one of them. It's a really cool sound. I think it's a group that's still around, right? Yeah, it's like a project or something like that. So let's see. I think I know most of the songs from like the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s. So I don't know when this is from, but let me dive into it. And I'll come back on the side and tell you how I like it or not. Love the bass. The wind blowing. Bass won't let up. Bring her voice back a little bit. I loved how she just went low and then went back up. So nice range. Really beautiful voice. And she's beautiful. Yeah. Okay, this is a good song. love that guitar sound. Whoa.
Back at you.
But if you hurt what's mine, I sure as hell retaliate.
Just dangerous, it's like a virus.
You can free the world, you can free my mind, just as long as my baby's from home tonight. You can free the world, you can free my mind, just as long as my baby's from home tonight.
Just dangerous, it's like a virus.
Baby's from home tonight.
I was looking back to see if you were looking back at me to see me looking back at you.
Baby's from home
And while I'm
tonight.
doing this, I know the place I really wanna go's the one I love and never gets through.
Oh. You gotta like how that bass came out right out of the gate. It set the tone for beginning straight to the end. And it was like about 4 minutes and change, I think, right? Of just real good music, real good vibe, a groove. But that bass was so good. Um, and then the guitar came in the middle. It did this gritty type of sound. The sound effect that was coming out of that guitar, that was really cool. Um, and then he came back in later on, like towards the end. He's coming back again with that same kind of sound. And then I think like a synthesizer or keyboards was doing something, was coming up with a sound that it sounded like the guitar, but then it kind of panned back and it looked like, no, it was someone like at the keys who was doing that. But whoever it was, whatever it was, it sounded great. In fact, it's really interesting. The song just really musically was fantastic from beginning to end. But towards the latter part of the song, it's to me, it seemed like it really picked up, even a little bit more sort of intensity, which was really cool. Because again, I like the whole song right from the beginning. And her vocals, wow, really good vocals. And she was really pretty too. So visually, she was stunning. And what was coming out of her vocals, her voice, fantastic, really. And I wrote down some lines. I mean, really the kind of sort of catchphrase, you can free my mind just as long as my baby is safe from harm, right? I think you could free the world just as long as my baby is safe from harm. So that's really interesting. I think there's some other words that were sort of being sung there. And I got the lyrics pulled up on the other side, right towards the end. So we'll get into that. You had that kind of rap thing that was going on. That was okay. At one point, I think he said something about dangerous, and then he tried to rhyme that with contagious. I mean, I could be making that up, but I think that's what he sang or rapped, which is kind of, I don't know, it's a little cheesy and stuff like that. But that's kind of nitpicking because really the whole song for the most part was really, really good. Yeah, that bass again was just fantastic. So let me look at the lyrics that I pulled up. And there's actually some information about the song. Genius.com, and a contributor writes, that the third single, so this is the third single from Massive Attack's debut album, Safe from Harm. And it was one of the first songs recorded in the initial sessions for the record, and the first song on which the group collaborated with Shara Nelson. So is that who's singing the song on the stage? That's Shara. She also contributes vocals to Unfinished Sympathy and Lately on Blue Lines. I guess that's another album. This song heavily samples Stratus by Billy Cobham. It was a song in 1976 for its bass line. Okay, so that's where to get the bass line. Fantastic. While its signature drum break is sampled from Good Old Music by Funkadelic. That's a song in 1970. So that's some good information there. Let's get into the lyrics here. And so verse 1, Shara sings, Midnight Rockers, City Slickers, Gunmen, and Maniacs all will feature on the Freak Show. And I can't do nothing about that, no. So what you talking about? City Slickers, Gunmen, Maniacs, and on the Freak Show. Like the news? And just all the bad stuff that happens out there in the world. And then she sings, but if you hurt what's mine, I'll sure as hell retaliate. Right. And then pre-chorus, serious, infectious, and dangerous, serious. Oh, so is this, it says pre-chorus 3 days. So is that the guy who's on the stage singing this? In serious, infectious, and dangerous. Okay. And then Shara sings, you can free the world, you can free my mind, just as long my baby's safe from harm tonight. You can free the world, you can free my mind, just as long as my baby's safe from harm tonight. And then 3D comes back in with that serious, infectious, and dangerous. I find it contagious. But on that stage, I could have sworn he said contagious. I don't think I'm making that up. I mean, I could have just heard it wrong, but I thought he said contagious. Anyway, I just find that funny. I was looking back to see if you were looking back at me. Yeah, I like that line. I remember that being sung on stage, to see me looking back at you, right? And then verse 2, Shara sings, lucky dippers, crazy chances, seems to be moving fast. What happened to the niceties of my childhood days? Well, I can't do nothing about that, no. And then again, that refrain, but if you hurt what's mine, I'll sure as hell retaliate. And then 3D comes back in with that I was looking back to see if you were looking. I was looking, and just kind of repeats that, to see me looking back at you. And then Shara comes in with that chorus, you can free the world, you can free my mind, just as long as my baby's safe from harm tonight. And just sort of repeats that. And 3D does his thing, the same words. And that's kind of it, I think. Yeah, it's the same stuff. It really was, it was putting some really cool, interesting lyrics, nothing too deep, nothing too, kind of really sort of investigate and dissect it. Not really, but interesting enough. But it was the music. It was the music that made this song. So Arthur, this is a really good choice, man. Thank you so much for this. More Massive Attack. This group, this project, right? They have a lot of albums, a lot of songs, right? Yeah. I can't go wrong with this group. So so Arthur, if you want your next request, if you want to make another one, Massive Attack, you can't go wrong. And people out there who love this project, this group, yeah, let me know what do you think should be that next song? And in the meantime, I'll see every one of you on the next episode of Into the Music.